Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center, to the world beyond magic and miracles, at this incredibly special time of the year, of all time. There's so many things that come up at this time of year. There's so much to celebrate. There's so much to experience, especially here on planet Earth, when we as humanity all experience and celebrate the divine. It got covered over for many, many years. It became very, especially in this country, this time of year became very commercial. But what's happening right now is it still exists, but it's starting to slip back a bit into the background as what's really the most precious gift. That's each of us, our true selves, our divine selves. As they're coming forward more and more every day, where we have been given another gift of the release of our gifts that we stored with God, with the divine, our divine gifts that were held for us until just the right time. It's an amazing experience. It's an amazing feeling. I'm often reminded as I sit here in front of this camera on this broadcast day, as I connect with the divine, there is always, or very often, that pull. I still feel that pull. It's as if my being, has reached up and during a time of celebration, grabbed the string of a balloon that just keeps rising with me on the end of it, on the end of the string. That amazing feeling of elevating and floating, and it's an incredible feeling. And what I was experiencing, and I continue to experience it, is how there's still that pull that happens, like someone has grabbed a hold of your foot and is trying to pull you down. Well, we're still rising. I just had to acknowledge that it's not always a smooth ride. And yet, we keep rising. The view from this incredible elevated place is absolutely spectacular. It takes your breath away. As you're moving up, you get a moment of feeling what it's like for these birds, these amazing, graceful birds that soar up in the heavens. And there you are with them. And you keep going. Next thing you see the planet Earth below you, this beautiful blue and green ball. The beauty is breathtaking. It's such an amazing feeling when you have been down here on planet Earth for as long as some of us have. You almost take for granted. I don't know if that's correct. You just have a different perspective. And when you start, as you travel up and up, you just get a completely different perspective. It's such an interesting phenomenon as a physical being to have this double awareness. Because in the days, many, many, many years ago, when those that lived here thought the earth was flat, the concept to the brain, the physical brain, can be rather mind-shattering. But that perspective that's from way out, from the outer reaches of the universe, is so different. It's light. It's a different view. But now we can experience it all, whether we're doing something like a daily activity that we do here on Earth, or driving a car, and we can be having the experience from the outer reaches of the universe all at the same time. The most amazing, exciting part of all this is as we continue to receive those gifts that have been stored, there are new feelings that come in. There's a huge feeling of recognition. There's a feeling of power, but it's a gentle power. It's a power that's like a like a parent's embrace. It could be your mother, it could be your father. You feel the power of it, and yet there's so much love behind it. It's that kind of power. And to continue to receive that which has come from your origin, which you brought with you. And allow it to come through your being. And for me, it's a feeling of, the best way I can put it into words, it's a feeling of looking after other beings. This is in a really big sense. I'm just going to share a little story that just came to me the other day when I was speaking with my mother. It was the first time when I was in human form. I don't even know how old I was. I could have been 14 years old. I'm not really sure. When, I don't know if it was, I don't think I'd started working yet. I think it was maybe the first time in receiving my allowance or saving it. I don't know. I don't remember. But I had, for the first time in my young life, more money than I'd ever had before. And it was Christmas. And I was so excited because I could go out and I could buy the gifts for my parents, for my sister, for my best friend that I really wanted to get for them. They were beautiful gifts. They were gifts that spoke to me as I would feel my friend or feel my parents. It was what I felt. It's a little bit hard to describe. It was something that just came. It wasn't an obligation to buy something. It was the absolute opposite. It was an inspiration. It was a feeling inspired by the uniqueness of each being to connect with something that matched their unique beauty in some way. And I will never forget, it was my favorite Christmas ever. Because the joy I felt in the giving and the receiving of these beautiful, special gifts was incredible. And I bring this up because there was a feeling in it that's not so easy to put into words. But that feeling is how I feel what I feel my purpose is. It's It's to deliver something so big I can't even put into words. It's the divinity I experience in each being that makes the divinity in me want to pour out something beyond love. I don't know a word for it. And it's warm and it's all encompassing as it supports, as it lifts, as it brings more sparkles to an already amazingly sparkling being and existence. And it just goes on, and it doesn't ever end. I just see the mountain stream as it continues on its path, winding and meandering, and yet it never ends. And each and every one of us has such amazing gifts. And it's such an exciting time because each and every one of us is bringing them through. And again, it's a feeling of recognition. It's the feeling of being all together in the great hall that has been spoken about many times. The elegant beings, the majesty, the endless abundance of everything. So fitting for this time of year here, but also fitting for our future. That has always been designed to be abundant, beautiful, gentle, full of laughter, full of celebration, full of mischief. And we are there now. So at this incredible time, may you bask in the rays, like the rays of the sun, of your gifts that are coming back in, that are there for you to not do anything with. It will just be. It will just be a part of you. They will come through you. They will lift you and everyone around you, near and far, as if this beautiful layer of soft, fluffy clouds have just surrounded you and lifts you up. And you shine. So at this very special time of year, this very special time on planet Earth, this very special time everywhere, I wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, in a transcendently magic future. Thank you.